Hi guys, Lauren here. Okay, in this video, I want to talk about 3 of the biggest things that really moved the needle for me in my coaching business and allowed me to get 6 figures in the first 8 months. And I think this is along the lines of this idea that there's like one big secret to having success as a coach. And I get asked a lot, like, if there was one thing you could do differently, or if there's like, what was the one thing, Lauren, that really helped and made a difference? And I think that question is so silly oftentimes. So I want to answer it in a bit of a different way. I think there's 3 main things that for any coach who is on her way to 6 figures, it's going to be, these 3 things are going to get you there the fastest. These are the 3 things that for me moved the needle quickly. So if this is your first time in my world, if this is our first time meeting each other, hi, it's wonderful to meet you. And I'm a business mentor for online coaches who have stories to tell and want to make a bigger and better impact in the world. And this is specifically for the coach who knows they're on their way to 6 figures. That's not a question. You know you want to make 100K minimum. And you're kind of wondering, am I doing the right things? What do I really need? What do I not need? Because there's a lot of things out there that people tell you do need. And I'm here to say that it gets to be really, really simple. And in fact, it should be simple up until that point. Like 6 figures, it might feel like big in your mind right now, but it's really, really, really is not hard to get to that point if you focus on the right things daily. That's what it comes down to. So I want to share with you the 3 skill sets. These are skill sets that I mastered that helped me get to that 6-figure mark in the first 8 months of our company. So here we go. So rewind to very beginning when I decided that coaching was the route I wanted to go. I discovered coaching kind of by accident. I actually was working as a freelance copywriter and I had copywriting clients, and then some of my copywriting clients started asking me for branding advice because they saw me starting to build up a personal brand. And so they started asking me for advice, and I kind of accidentally turned into a business coach or a branding coach because they wanted advice from me on how to build up their online presence. So anyway, long story short was I started coaching them on how to build up their personal brands. And these were owners of like agencies, and they were a bunch of different kinds of business owners that I was working with. And so I started giving them advice, and I realized before I knew it, I was coaching. And I was like, oh, okay. So my first conscious offer, my coaching offer that I put together and put out publicly online was personal branding. It was coaching and showing a newer entrepreneur how to build their personal brand. And that was what I coached on for the whole entire first year of my business until I went a little bit broader into business coaching. So anyways, what happened though at the very beginning when I transitioned into coaching, when I made that natural transition was I won't forget, I bought a domain on GoDaddy or whatever it's called. I bought a domain on GoDaddy, and I went on YouTube and I tried to learn WordPress, which, oh my God, I wanted to pull my hair out. I went and I tried to learn WordPress. I started learning email marketing, like the actual tech behind it and setting up sequences. And I started digging into funnels and oh my gosh. And I tried to basically learn like 7 different skill sets at once. And I ended up succeeding at none of them because, as you probably know, if we just fill our plates with stuff just to feel more productive, oftentimes it doesn't actually work. We don't get the results we want. So I tried all these things at once and none of it worked. And then I kind of sat back and I went, okay, I need to learn one thing at a time. And the first thing that I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful that I had good people around me since the beginning. I really did. I had really good people around me, and that absolutely helps. And the first skill set that I decided to master was confidence. And before you think anything, I want to tell you what I mean by this. The first thing that that I mastered was confidence. And it's not just mastery once where you do it and you're confident forever for the rest of your life. No, it's an ongoing practice, of course. But as a newer coach who was on her way to 6 figures, the first thing that I took the time to work on was me. I took the time to work on me, my confidence in myself, my confidence in my offers. I worked with coaches and mentors to help me get confident, my friends, my et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And the reason why, if I had to look back and whenever somebody asked me the question of like, what was the big, what was the one thing that helped you build a successful coaching business? I always say there's a lot more to it. And I think confidence, mastering confidence, or learning how to master it was the first thing that really built my momentum and translated over into all the other parts of my business, like getting clients and sales and big launches and all of that. So confidence is a skill set. And I believe it's something that we can learn. It's not something that you're just born with. Nobody on earth, if you ask the most confident person in the world, I promise you there was a time in their life where they were not confident. I will never forget my first live stream. If I can pull that out of the archives and show you guys, I will try to find it. But it was cringeworthy. But I did it. And that was kind of the starting point of my confidence journey, like really learning how to be confident. And that was the first skill set that I think that I mastered, that I know for sure had a huge impact in me crossing that 6-figure mark, because nobody gets to that point in their coaching business unless you're dead set confident on what you do, who you help, how you help them, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I got confident in all of those areas. And then the second thing that I mastered was the sales conversation. And this is the one that for most coaches is the hardest. Now, for some, it's not, and that's totally cool. But for a lot of coaches that come to me as well, is they know they need help in the sales conversation. They know that they're not like masters at that. They know that they need help in that area. For me, I know looking back 100% that was definitely the most uncomfortable skill set to master and to learn and to just improve on. But that was quite obviously one of the things that helped me get to 6 figures quickly. I just learned how to have the sales conversation, how to talk to people who were interested in my services and my programs, and how to talk to them in a way that was authentic and genuine and lead them to the sale, and not push, not convince, none of that, but rather how to, present my offers, how to pitch, all those things, right? All the things that come into the sales conversation, whether it's DMs or a discovery call, I learned all of it. And definitely that skill set was the next thing that got me to 6 figures quickly. So it was a combination so far. It was confidence, and then it was the sales conversation. And then the third part was specifically a marketing skill set, which was storytelling. And you probably know this if you followed me for a while, but this was 100% my bread and butter. It was being a good storyteller. It was learning how to tell stories that connected with people on a human level and connected with my audience and made them feel like they could trust me. And that's how I attracted all my clients, very organically, very naturally, instead of chasing clients, right? I never wanted to feel like I was chasing people. That was the big thing for me. I knew I was going to grow to 100K. I knew I was going to have a 6-figure coaching business, but I knew I was not willing to chase people all the time. I didn't want to feel like I was chasing people just to make a sale, or reaching out to people, or just, cold outreach, all of that stuff. I didn't want to do any of that. So I figured out a better way. I figured out how to do the opposite, which was attract people to me by just becoming a good storyteller. Because I knew that was how people connected with each other. That's how humans connect with each other. Since the beginning of time, it's always been through stories. So that was the third skill set that I got really good at, and that definitely played a huge role in getting to 6 figures. It was storytelling. It was becoming a good storyteller. So to recap, it was confidence, the sales conversation, and storytelling. Those are the 3 skill sets that I say to any coach. If you are not yet at 6 figures in your coaching business, those are the 3 skills that will get you there the fastest and the simplest without overwhelming yourself to death. If you want simple and you want effective, like those are the 3 skill sets to master, and that'll get you there the fastest. So plain and simple. So I hope this serves you well. I hope this helped you. If you are a coach and you're ready to get to 6 figures, you want to get there as fast as possible, you have an offer you believe in, you just need help communicating the value of it and getting clients for it, you want it to be happening a lot faster, and you want to market yourself and your programs in a way that does not feel pushy and you don't want to chase clients, then I would love to support you in doing that. The way to work with me this year is in our Stories That Sell program, which is a coaching program. You get me every single week on live calls, support. We have a private Facebook group. We have support all around for you to get to your 6 figures and sign high ticket coaching clients through storytelling, through simply telling your authentic stories. That's what I'm all about, and that's what we do inside of the program. So I would love to have you inside. You should be in there if you are a coach and you know you are going to 6 figures, but you want support and mentorship and high-level support from somebody who gets it, who has been there, and who can walk you through and hold your hand every step of the way. That's what I do for my clients. I would love to have you inside if you would like to join us and if you're ready to make 6 figures, right? So you can apply for the program. It is by application only because it is very high level, high touch, and I give my clients a lot of attention. So it is application only because I only take in the right people, and we're very selective on who we take in. So you can apply to join us. We would love to support you. The link to apply is somewhere in this video. You can click that, fill out the form, then you'll get to pick a time to speak with me or my team and see if the program is a perfect fit for you. So that's it for today. I love you guys very much, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.